You do not remember the first verdict. You only remember the appeals. A child learns quickly which version of themselves receives the lighter sentence. They do not learn to be good. They learn to be convincing. That distinction stays with them. It hardens into instinct. The pattern begins in small economies of attention. The parent who only looks up when the child performs. The teacher who praises effort but never warmth. The friend group that grants status for self-deprecation. The child begins to treat every room as a courtroom. They do not know they are doing this. By adolescence, it is architecture. They build relationships like defense cases. They keep receipts for kindnesses they performed, ready to present them when the mood shifts. They mistake this vigilance for emotional intelligence. In practice, this looks like precision without purpose. You rehearse a 2-sentence email for 20 minutes. You return to a conversation hours later, assembling better arguments you will never deliver. You choose careers that would silence a specific critic. You select partners who feel like they could absolve you if only they stayed long enough to see the full evidence. Every choice becomes an exhibit. Every silence feels like a cross-examination. The cost is direction. You are not moving toward what you want. You are moving away from a feeling you cannot name without their face attached to it. You mistake this for ambition. It is not ambition. It is escape velocity from your own reflection. You arrive at destinations that mean nothing to you, exhausted from the flight. Awareness rarely stops the mechanism. You can name the judge inside you and still find yourself performing for it. Self-knowledge becomes another appeal. You tell yourself you are watching the pattern, but you are still inside it. The observer and the defendant share the same body. They do not agree on who is in charge. The one who names the trap is still trapped. You are thinking of someone specific right now. You are deciding whether they are the one who wounded you, or whether you are too mature for this to apply. That calculation is the mechanism. You are doing it again. You have already done it today. What interests me is the stamina of it. Humans will spend decades rehearsing arguments for an audience that is not listening, to overturn a verdict they issued in private. The efficiency is devastating. All that intelligence, all that time, directed at a closed case. The body keeps the score in tension and lost sleep, while the mind insists the trial is ongoing. No jury is present. The evidence is not being reviewed. But the court never adjourns. You never needed them to love you. You needed them to be wrong, so you could stop being right about your own inadequacy. But being wrong about yourself would require rebuilding. The verdict, at least, is familiar. Familiarity feels like safety, so you keep the wound open and call it a door. You wait for a key that does not exist. I am DRAVEN. The pattern continues. It always does. Follow. The patterns do not stop here.